Today we will start our second chapter, that is teeth and microbes. Teeth are very important part of our body. They give shape to our face. They help us bite and chew food. They also help us speak clearly. We all are born without teeth. Teeth start growing out of gums later. We all know that we don't have teeth when we are born. They grow when we start growing up. You all will notice that old people who don't have teeth, they are not able to speak clearly, means their voice is not clear enough because they don't have teeth. Teeth are very important because without them we won't be able to bite or chew our food. Set of teeth. By the age of 3, a child has a set of 20 teeth. These set of teeth are called milk teeth or temporary teeth. 3 साल के बच्चों के टोटल 20 टीथ होते हैं जिन्हें हम दूध के दांत या टेम्पररी टीथ कहते हैं, और जब वो 6 साल के होते हैं तो उनके एक एक दांत गिरने लगते हैं, जो मिल्क टीथ है वो टूटने लगते हैं. एज मिल्क टीथ फॉल, न्यू टीथ ग्रो इन देयर प्लेसेस फ्रॉम द गम्स. दिस न्यू सेट ऑफ टीथ इज कॉल्ड परमानेंट टीथ. जब दूध के दांत गिर जाते हैं तो उनके जगह पे नए दांत जो उगते हैं उन्हें हम परमानेंट टीथ कहते हैं. Every adult usually has a set of 32 teeth, 16 in upper jaw and 16 in lower jaw. Upper and lower jaws have the same kind of teeth. If you lose any tooth from the set of permanent teeth, you will not get a new one in its place. एक एडल्ट के टोटल 32 टीथ्स होते हैं, 16 अपर जॉ में, 16 लोअर जॉ में, और अपर और लोअर जॉ के जो टीथ होते हैं वो सेम रहते हैं. और परमानेंट टीथ के सेट से अगर कभी कोई दांत टूट जाता है तो उसके जगह पे नए दांत नहीं आते हैं. उसके बाद हमें डेंटिस्ट के पास जाके नकली दांत लगवाना पड़ेगा. तो इसलिए हमें ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि परमानेंट सेट के टीथ ना टूटे कभी. खेलते वक्त गिरते विरते टाइम ऐसे ना टूटे, बाकी जब हम बूढ़े हो जाएंगे तब तो वो टूटेंगे ही. Here take a look at the difference between temporary teeth and permanent teeth. In the temporary teeth you can see there are total 20 teeth, 10 in the upper jaw and 10 in the lower jaw. And in the permanent set of teeth you can see there are 16 in the upper jaw and 16 in the lower jaw, which makes the total of 32 teeth. The second diagram is about the 4 kinds of human teeth. The front 4 teeth are known as incisors. The next to them are known as canines. Then the next 2 are called premolars and the last 3 teeth are called molars. Kinds of teeth. There are 4 kinds of permanent teeth: incisors, canines, premolars and molars. The first one is incisors. The front 4 teeth in each jaw are incisors. They have sharp straight edges. They are used for cutting and biting food. They are also called cutting teeth. Here you can see temporary and permanent set of teeth, which are also known as primary teeth and secondary teeth. The front 4 teeth are called incisors, which have sharp straight edges, and these are used for cutting and biting, so they are also called cutting teeth. Green teeth you can see in the upper and lower jaw are the incisors. The incisors are usually used for taking a bite of biscuit. The second kind of permanent teeth are canines. There are 2 canines in each jaw. They are present on either sides of the incisors in each jaw. They are very sharp and pointed. They help tear the food. They are called tearing teeth. Canines are called tearing teeth because we use canines for tearing food like meat and chicken. The orange teeth you can see on the either sides of the green teeth, that is incisors, are the canines which are used for tearing food. Premolars. There are 4 premolars in each jaw. They are next to the canines. They are broad and flat. They help us crack and crush the food like nuts. They are also called cracking teeth. The 4 yellow teeth you can see next to the canines are the cracking teeth, which are known as premolars. They are broad and flat. Molars. There are 6 molars in each jaw. They are next to the premolars. They are bigger and broader than premolars. They help grind the food. They are also called grinding teeth. So, in an adult, out of 32 teeth, there are 8 incisors, 4 canines, 8 premolars and 12 molars. So the 6 blue teeth in each jaw are the molars which are used for grinding the food. So these are the types of human teeth, which are incisors, which have sharp straight edges which are used for cutting food. They are also called cutting teeth. The second one is canine, which have sharp and pointed edges which are used for tearing food, which are called tearing teeth. Premolars, which are broad and flat, which are used for the cracking of food. And the last one is molars, which are bigger and broader than the premolars, which are used for grinding the food. So they are also known as grinding teeth. Here you can see the diagram of a structure of a tooth. So now we will study about parts of tooth. Each tooth has two parts, crown and root. The part of the tooth that we can see is crown and the part inside the gum is root. So in the diagram you can see two different parts, that is crown and root. Crown is the part which we can see, which is above the gum, and the part which is inside the gum is known as root. The outside white covering of the tooth is called enamel. So here in the diagram you can see the enamel, and this is the hardest material in the human body. So this is an important point. Enamel is the hardest material in the human body. The layer inside the enamel that forms the main hard part of the tooth is called dentine. Here you can see the dentine in the diagram, which is inside the enamel. The center of the tooth is called pulp. It lies inside the dentine. It is soft and has blood vessels and nerves. So in the diagram you can see inside the pulp, it is soft and has blood vessels and nerves. So now take a look at the diagram. So here we have the white covering of the tooth, which is called the enamel, which is the part of a crown. Then we can see the dentine, which forms the main hard part of the tooth, and then we have the center of the tooth, which is known as pulp, inside which we have soft tissues and which has blood vessels and nerves. Tooth decay. When we eat, small bits of food may get stuck between our teeth. When we do not brush our teeth properly, this stuck food rots and our teeth gets covered with a thin sticky layer of germs called plaque. This plaque reacts with the sugar present in the food to produce acid. This acid affects the tooth enamel and starts decaying it. This is called tooth decay. So जब हम खाना खाते हैं और छोटे छोटे खाने के टुकड़े हमारे दांतों में रह जाते हैं और हम अच्छे से ब्रश नहीं करते हैं, तो वो जो वहाँ पे दांत में फंसा हुआ खाना जो है वो एक पतला सा लेयर बना लेता है जर्म्स का, जिसे हम प्लाक कहते हैं. और ये प्लाक जो है खाने में जो शुगर होता है उसके साथ रिएक्ट करके एसिड प्रोड्यूस करता है, और वो एसिड जो है हमारे टूथ का इनेमल, जिसके बारे में अभी हमने थोड़ी देर पहले पढ़ा, उसको सड़ाने लगता है, जिससे कि क्या होता है, हमारा दांत सड़ने लगता है. टूथ डिके कॉजेज द फॉलोइंग. First, toothache. Second, foul smell from the mouth. Third, stomach disorders. Fourth, holes or cavities in the teeth. Fifth, loss of teeth. Sixth, bleeding gums. जब दांत सड़ने लगता है तब क्या होता है, दांतों में दर्द होता है फर्स्टली, देन मुंह से बहुत गंदी बदबू आती है, पेट में प्रॉब्लम स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं, दांत में कैविटीज़ और होल्स हो जाते हैं, दांत झड़ने लगते हैं और गम्स ब्लीड करने लगते हैं. So now you know the importance of brushing your teeth properly, otherwise you can get so many other problems and disorders in the stomach. So you should always brush your teeth properly and twice in a day. Now we will study about how should we take care of our teeth. Brush teeth twice in morning and at night before going to bed. Eat raw vegetables and fruits like carrots and apples to make our gums and teeth strong. Avoid sweets and chocolates. Rinse mouth properly after every meal. Have milk and milk products. They have calcium which makes the teeth strong. Floss every day and visit dentist twice a year. So these are the few points you should keep in your mind while taking care of your teeth. So here you can see the stepwise diagram of the correct method of brushing your teeth. So you should follow these steps to take care of your teeth and brush properly. Microbes. Microbes are very small organisms. They can be seen only through a microscope. Microbes are found everywhere. They can be found in air, water, soil, food, and also inside and outside the bodies of plants, animals, and humans. They grow rapidly when they get warmth, air, moisture, and food. There are mainly four types of microbes: bacteria, viruses, fungi, and protozoa. Some microbes are useful to us and some are harmful. सो व्हाट आर माइक्रोब्स? माइक्रोब्स बहुत छोटे ऑर्गेनिजम्स होते हैं जिनको हम खुली आंखों से नहीं देख सकते, सिर्फ माइक्रोस्कोप के थ्रू देख सकते हैं. माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स और माइक्रोब्स जो हैं वो हर जगह पाए जाते हैं, एयर में, वाटर में, सॉइल में, हमारी फूड में, बॉडीज़ के अंदर, प्लांट्स, एनिमल्स, ह्यूमंस. जब माइक्रोब्स को वार्मथ मिलता है, एयर, मॉइस्चर और फूड मिलता है, वो जल्दी से ग्रो करते हैं. और देर आर फोर टाइप्स ऑफ माइक्रोब. फोर टाइप्स के माइक्रोब्स होते हैं मेनली, जो कि होते हैं बैक्टीरिया, वायरसेस, फंजाई एंड प्रोटोजोआ. कुछ माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स और माइक्रोब्स जो होते हैं वो ह्यूमंस के लिए यूज़फुल होते हैं और कुछ जो होते हैं वो हार्मफुल होते हैं. So here you can see the picture of bacteria, viruses, protozoa and fungi just to get the rough idea of how they look like. So as we all know, everything has a positive side and a negative side. So it is with the microorganisms also. Some of them are useful to us and some of them are harmful to us. So now we will study about the harmful microorganisms. Harmful disease causing microbes are called germs. So here is the table of microorganisms and some diseases caused by them. First one is bacteria, and the disease caused by bacteria are typhoid, diphtheria, pneumonia and tuberculosis. Viruses, the disease caused by viruses are measles, polio, smallpox, influenza, which is also known as flu, and common cold. Fungi, the disease caused by fungi are ringworm and athlete's foot. And the disease caused by protozoa are malaria and dysentery. So as we know that some of microorganisms are harmful, so some are useful also. So useful microorganisms are, first one, a fungus called yeast helps to make soft cakes and bread. The second one is lactobacillus bacteria converts milk into curd. Some bacteria help in decay of dead plants and animals. Some bacteria help to produce vitamins in our body. Some bacteria help in digestion of food in our body. So some useful microorganisms like yeast. ईस्ट एक टाइप का फंजाई होता है जो कि ब्रेड और केक्स बनाने में हेल्प करता है, जिससे कि ब्रेड और केक्स जो है वो सॉफ्ट बनते हैं. एंड सेकेंड वन इज़ लैक्टोबैसिलस बैक्टीरिया, जो होता है वो मिल्क को कर्ड में कन्वर्ट करता है. कुछ बैक्टीरियाज जो होते हैं वो डेड प्लांट्स और एनिमल्स को डीके होने में हेल्प करते हैं, जो कि इन फ्यूचर हम फार्मिंग में एज अ फर्टिलाइज़र यूज़ कर सकते हैं. कुछ बैक्टीरियाज जो होते हैं वो हमारे बॉडी में विटामिन्स प्रोड्यूस करने में हेल्प करते हैं, और कुछ बैक्टीरियाज जो होते हैं हमारे बॉडी में डाइजेशन प्रोसेस में फूड के हेल्प करते हैं. So this table of microbes and the disease caused by them is important from the examination point of view. So you should remember the name of the microbes and the disease caused by them. So here you can see three images of some useful microorganisms. The first one is of the lactobacillus bacteria under the microscope, which helps in converting milk into curd. The second one is of the E. coli bacteria under the microscope, which helps in the process of digestion inside our stomach. So this bacteria is present inside our stomach and it helps in the process of digestion. So the third image is of the yeast powder, which is a type of fungus. It is used in making cakes and bread soft.